The time has come for us to have a real conversation about Cancer energy because there are definitely several energies that contribute to Beyonce's grandeur, but Cancer energy specifically is the major key when it comes to Beyonce's success slash popularity. As a matter of fact, Cancer energy pertains to emotions. This is a simple fact that most people know about, but you have to get into the depth of what is at play here to really understand what is going on and how powerful this energy is. Because, as I explained in my previous video, emotions are really energies in motion, energies that go through us and that move us to the point of igniting a response from us, meaning reacting to what we feel. So, in that sense, emotions are about influence because emotions influence our actions. In the majority of cases, they guide them even. This aligns with the power of the moon and the way the moon be moving the tides. Cancer slash lunar energy contains the power of influence. The 11th house, as we saw in one of my previous videos, is about social circles and even the world at large, as the world is filled with people. The world is a social place. So, what happens when we combine Cancer energy to the 11th house? We obtain the power to influence the masses, the power to touch people through our actions, to move them, to connect with them on an emotional level, and as a result, to influence them. And this is exactly the power that resides in Beyonce's birth chart, as she possesses a Cancer Mars in her 11th house. So, all in all, if you remember my video on the power of having Martian energy over your 11th house, through this 11th house Cancer Mars placement of hers, we have the power to stand out and dominate your field, the capacity to easily influence, to easily evoke feelings in others, which most cancers possess, and the ability for this power of influence to be applied to the masses since it is located in the 11th house. It is important to understand that zodiac signs dictate what is being done and houses indicate where it is being done. So, as I said, Cancer energy in the 11th house activated by Mars translates into the power to influence and lead the masses. This placement is truly reflective of how influential Beyoncé is, whether it is through her art or even her relationship with her fan base. It is also reflected in her famous nickname, Queen Bee, and her fan base name, the Beehive. All of that is truly on brand with Cancer energy because Cancer energy also pertains to the motherhood status. Now, let's look at this. Beyonce is the queen of the beehive. And what does a beehive queen do? Does she go outside to collect the nectar on flowers? Does she fabricate the honey? Nope. The queen of the beehive is in charge of laying eggs. She is a mother. And she has this position of queen of the beehive because of her natural authority as a mother. As you can see, bees and beehives are very Cancerian in nature, which perfectly aligns with Beyonce's 11th house Cancer Mars. So, in the case you have been endowed with this exact same placement, or just Cancer energy in your 11th house, especially if it is activated constantly by a planet being there, you have predispositions when it comes to being able to influence others. Extensively, having lunar energy involved through having an 11th house moon, for instance, or having your 11th house lord in Cancer and or aspecting the moon can produce a similar effect in terms of the influence you can have on other people. Other examples of people who have similar energy are Ice Spice with her 11th house Cancer North Node, Justin Bieber with his 11th house Virgo moon that is trine Mercury, Kim Kardashian with her Libra 11th house ruled by a Venus that is opposite her moon, Bad Bunny with a Moon Mars conjunction in Aquarius, which creates both 11th house Mars influence and 11th house lunar influence, given that Aquarius energy parallels 11th house energy. Back to Beyoncé, the combination of Cancer energy and Martian energy in her 11th house is the key to her immense success. In order to be very successful, you have to be able to lead and dominate, which is something that aligns with 11th house Mars influence, as we previously saw, and you have to be influential as well to be the kind of person that people will always be receptive slash reactive to, which pertains to lunar energy. Of course, Beyoncé is an amazing artist and her placements do not replace her work, but it's important to note that energies generally do a lot, if not more, than us. It's a lot of amazing artists that are nowhere near Beyoncé in terms of success, but are extremely talented as well. And in the same fashion, there are also a lot of very popular, acclaimed people whose greatest quality is far from being their artistic talent, even if they make a great living out of it. Life isn't necessarily fair. Life goes where the energy flows. And this is why sometimes you'll feel like someone is an amazing artist, but they are being overlooked. Their energies aren't set in a way that makes things flow rather effortlessly in terms of public acknowledgement and appreciation. Which is why you have to know how to work with zodiacal energies, especially the ones in your chart, so that you can apply cheat codes and hack the way the game is set for you. But that is a conversation for another day. Anyways, now you know what's up with the queen bee. So, if you have lunar influence over your 11th house, you better use it to your advantage, especially in this day and age that has an astrological climate that supports it. But that is a conversation for another time. Alright, that's it for today's video. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to turn on your notifications so that you won't miss out when I drop videos in the future. You can also follow me on my other socials and support my work on Patreon as well so that I can continue to post videos on here. I'll see you soon. Bye!